Yo, what's going on YouTube, and welcome back to yet another Destiny video. The past 24 hours have been absolutely insane for Destiny information. We went from scrapping around trying to find even the slightest bit of information to suddenly having so much to talk about. Too much to talk about even. And since the 1.1.2 update dropped, coming in at around 6 gigabytes, as is often the way, the Destiny database also received an update and various bits of information have been surfacing since. Now, with that being said, there's a lot of information I'm still trying to both catch up on and get my head around. But in the meantime, I want to chat about a couple of topics really quickly. The lack of raid and also the new social spaces, plural. Let's start with the raid. If you saw my video yesterday on all the recent House of Wolves news, then you'll know that Bungie announced that there will not be a raid coming to the House of Wolves. Now to many, myself included, this is sad news. The raids are arguably some of, if not the best content you'll experience in Destiny, and being able to band together with 5 other friends is an awesome feeling. However, despite that, Bungie did say it will drop one later in the year. Think about when Destiny first came out. The Vault of Glass wasn't immediately available. I appreciate that was a matter of weeks, whereas this is going to be a matter of months, but it does still give people a chance to properly appreciate the House of Wolves content firsthand. Think about the Dark Below. People rushed it just to hit the level cap so they could raid. And some people even, myself included, jumped straight into the raid, skipping the content completely until later on. And not forgetting that after House of Wolves, the next slated release will be Comet. And while I imagine we'll see much more about that at E3, I doubt we'll get our hands on it until September. So a summer raid would be a welcome gap filler. But, that aside, this video isn't about whether the lack of raid is or is not a good thing. Instead, I want to speak a little bit more about the Prison of Elders. Thanks to the update to the database, we have a bit more to go on. Not much, but a bit more than we did have. The Prison of Elders is said to pit you against the solar system's deadliest enemies, which would therefore allude to the fact that we will likely be fighting more than just the Fallen. What if it was like a dungeon arcade mode, where you wander around these corridors and upon entering a room, you need to fight whatever lays in wait. The further you get, the harder the enemies become. Maybe we'll even revisit enemies we've fought before. Imagine if there was a modifier and you dropped into a room only to find Crota or Atheon sitting in the middle, and then you had to fight them in unfamiliar surroundings with the added difficulty of a modifier. Okay, I appreciate Crota and Atheon are unlikely given that the Prison of Elders is only for 3-man teams, but you get the idea. It could be wave based and therefore potentially infinite, or it could have a finite number of rounds with some glorious loot at the end. Either way, May 6th is when we'll find out more from Bungie, but I just want to share that extra bit of information with you guys just to keep you up to date. And lastly, I want to talk about these social spaces. Up until now, we've only ever had the tower, and after yesterday's teaser and the leaks from Mega Man EXE 4, we know there's also going to be a Reef social space. But in today's update, a third social space has surfaced, and this one is rather interesting as it's set on Mercury. However, just before I get into that, here's the brief blurb for the Reef social space. The Queen's Bay, as it's known, gateway to the Reef, home of the Queen and her Awoken, entry point for Guardians looking to collect Reef bounties, forge new allegiances, and test themselves in the Prison of Elders and Trials of Osiris. The Queen's Bay is the name of the Reef social space, and it seems that screenshot of the arena a while back likely refers to where we'll find the Prison of Elders. Plus, after the update, if you now go and visit the Reef, you'll see it looks a little bit more fancy. However, this third new social space is known as the Hall of Amentet. Only true champions tested in the Trials of Osiris dare set foot in these fabled halls. So, I'm going to be making a video later this week to sum up everything we know about the Trials of Osiris, but for now, for those of you that don't know much about it, the Trials of Osiris requires that you earn your way into it, and once you receive a ticket, you are able to take part. Losing once you're inside will kick you out, and you'll need to earn your way back in. Maybe we earn the rite of passage in the Reef, and once we have it, we are then able to set foot on Mercury to take part in the trials. Whatever the outcome, it's got me excited, and with gear like this on the line, I am most definitely ready. So again, I look forward to hearing more about that over the coming weeks. April 29th is when Bungie's going to talk about the Trials of Osiris. Anyway, that, my friends, is it for this video. It was just a really quick one, but I'll have more House of Wolves info for you in tomorrow's videos. In the meantime, if you did enjoy this video and you did find it helpful, then as always, it'd be awesome if you could leave a like and hit that thumbs up button. And if you're not already part of the Arekkz Gaming Nation, then hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single video. Thank you very much for watching, take it easy, catch you next time, peace out.